wanna be my lover, you gotta get with my friends.
I remember when rock was young.
Appearing on Stars in Their Eyes tonight are Sarah Willows from St Anne's in Bristol, Damien Grant from Old Trafford, Manchester, from Southend-on-Sea, Bobby Taylor, joining us from Redcar, Cleveland, Bernard Lowry, and finally Sarah Doggett from Macclesfield. Now, here's your host, Matthew Kelly.
Welcome to Stars in Their Eyes, the only place to find the best-sounding, best-looking, best-performing musical acts on Saturdays at just gone 7:30. Did you know that Stars in Their Eyes has been going for 8 years, and in that time we've brought you 84 shows with 391 star guests impersonating 287 different artists, including 5 Cliff Richards, 4 Madonnas and 4 George Michaels. This all adds up to 67 hours or 4,200 minutes of non-stop live performances, making it possible to watch Stars in Their Eyes for 3 solid days. Fantastic! This year, over 50,000 talented hopefuls applied for the show, filling out enough application forms to cover the pitch of Wembley Stadium. Between them, they sang 150,000 different songs, which would have taken one person working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, over 10 months to listen to. 893 people were auditioned, including 21 Gary Barlows and 16 Karen Carpenters. Of these, 109 applicants made it to the shortlist. Before a final 60 were selected to be on our 12 shows, the odds of getting on the show this year were 833.33 to 1, and you thought we just threw it together. So, let's get on and meet star guest number 1.
My name is Sarah Willows. I'm 24 years of age and I originally come from Bradford in West Yorkshire, but now I live in St Anne's in Bristol. I am a nurse for people with learning disabilities and I work in a small nursing home where 5 ladies live. I think they enjoy me singing around the house. In fact, one of the ladies calls me Nightingale, which is nice. I was first introduced to the artist I'm going to be tonight by my mum. I can clearly remember her singing the song that I'm going to be singing tonight. When I got the phone call to say that I'd got on the show, well, I felt like fainting to start with. It was just the most amazing feeling. It probably sounds really sad, but it was like winning the lottery.
She's a nightingale who sings just as sweetly. Please welcome Sarah Willows. Now, you did say on the film that your mum first sang this song.
Yeah.
What was that? When she was ironing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. So why is she not the one coming on singing this tonight?
Well, she can't hold a tune.
She can't?
No, she's got a lovely voice, but she just cannot hold a tune.
Well, that'll be going against her, really. I mean, how did you come to be the person? Not because you heard your mum singing while she was ironing.
Well, I stood in front of my husband and sang, thousands of different people, and eventually came to the person I'm going to sing tonight. And so that's the one.
Did you just keep going, does this sound like anybody? Does this sound like... Is that how it happened?
Yeah.
Really? Just to see if you could get on the show?
Yeah, I was desperate.
We'll never guess who you're going to be, so you better give us a few clues.
Well, the person I'm going to be tonight was born in Cincinnati, Ohio in 1922.
Right.
She won the Golden Globe Awards for the world's favourite actress.
OK.
And she now works with animals.
Yeah, and she was a bit of a whip cracker, wasn't she?
She was a whip cracking girl, yeah.
So tell us who you're going to be tonight, Sarah.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Doris Day.
Doris Day! With the song that sold over 1 million copies. Tonight, singing live, Sarah Willows is Doris Day!
When I was just a little girl, I asked my mother, what will I be? Will I be pretty? Will I be rich? Here's what she said.
You see, I love the fact you just came on the show for fun, didn't you? Are you glad you did it now?
Oh, yes.
Really? Did you enjoy it? Oh, and there's other benefits as well, you know.
Is there?
Yeah, because if you're going home on a motorbike, that wig will come in really handy. You look great, and you look wonderful as well. Ladies and gentlemen, Sarah Willows as Doris Day. What a performance and what a star. Useless fact number 8,567. Doris Day was actually born Doris von Kappelhoff. That's true. Can you imagine trying to fit Doris von Kappelhoff sings the classic hits of stage and screen onto a CD cover? You couldn't, could you? On the other hand, our next star guest will be performing as a man with a name that couldn't get any shorter.
My name's Damien Grant, I'm 19 and I come from Old Trafford in Manchester. When I got on Stars in Their Eyes, my family was amazed, except for my mother. So when I actually told her that I got through, all she said is, I knew you would do it. And she gave me a great big hug and she kissed me and I just felt special. In my spare time, I'm always singing. Always singing. If I'm not singing, I'm humming. If I'm not humming, I'm listening to music. If I was dedicating my performance to anybody, it would be to all the people. It lifts you up if you listen to the words, because it's a tune of courage. I would love to be involved in putting out records, doing live performances, to be famous, basically.
He's a local lad who's determined to go all the way to the top. Please welcome Damien Grant. You said this song is very special. What one word would you use to describe what's special about this song?
It's powerful, strong and uplifting.
Well, that'll do. 3 is nearly as good as 1. Hang on to the word uplifting, because that is a very big clue now. You said your mother gives you courage, and she does, doesn't she? But you need encouragement as well as courage. Who is it in your life gives you encouragement?
Well, it's everybody I know, really, including my mum. Also, it's my ex-teacher, school teacher, Carol Lamb.
And in what way does she encourage you?
In any way, really. She's very supportive with me singing. You know, she helps me out when I need help.
So give us a few clues as to who you're going to be.
Well, his name's called Robert, and he was born in Chicago, 1969.
Who discovered him?
Natalie Cole discovered him.
That's
Nat
right.
King Cole's daughter.
That's right. And the song that you're going to sing?
It was #1 for 3 weeks.
This is a huge hit that you're going to sing. Tell us who you're going to be tonight, Damien.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be R. Kelly.
R. Kelly! As one of the biggest talents in the world of R&B, tonight singing live, Damien Grant is R. Kelly!
I used to think that I could not go on, and life was nothing but an awful song. But now I know the meaning of true love. I'm leaning on the everlasting arms. If I can see it, then I can do it. If I just believe in it, there's nothing to it. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. Spread my wings and fly away. I believe I can soar. I see me running for an open door. I believe I can fly. I believe I can fly. Oh, I believe I can fly. Hey, 'cause I believe in you. Oh, if I can see it,
touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. Spread my wings and fly away. I believe I can soar. I see me running for an open door.
Come here. No, I don't want that. I've just... Are you in shock? You are, aren't you? It's working with the choir, isn't it? Ladies and gentlemen, the choir, the Birmingham Mass Choir. I believe you can fly. I do. Do you like your hair like that?
Yeah, quite, yeah.
It's all right. Did you enjoy yourself singing?
Yes, I did enjoy myself.
I thought, what's so fascinating out there?
All those people.
I know. That's good, isn't it? Ladies and gentlemen, Damien Grant as R. Kelly. From a man who believes he can fly to a man who knows he can fly fish. Meet star guest number 3.
2 tickets for the pier, please. My old mum always said I'd make a great catch.
Stop fishing for compliments, Bobby. Let's go.
We're going to take a short walk off a long pier. My name's Bobby Taylor. I'm 47 years of age, and I come from Southend-on-Sea. And I love Southend because of the fishing. My friend Butch comes down from London. That's great fun. We have some laughs there, we do. Every time the show comes on the television, that's when people say to me, Bob, you must go on and do the guy that I'm going to do tonight. You must go and apply for it. So I did this time and made it, and I'm so pleased about it. What you got, Butch?
I've got a dogfish. What you got, Bob?
I've got a Dover sole.
Well, he doesn't need to go fishing for compliments about his singing. Please welcome Bobby Taylor. Everybody says to me, oh, you must do this person. Why do they keep going on to you about it?
Well, whenever I sing, they say that I sound exactly like the person I'm going to do tonight.
And you do as well. It's quite uncanny, isn't it, really? I mean, there must be something about this man's music that you find magical.
Yeah, he's a very good songwriter, and he's a good, brilliant singer, big, powerful singer.
Yeah. And what is there about him? Give us a few clues about him.
Well, he was born in Connecticut in the USA. He wrote numerous hits for Casuals. He wrote a big hit for a guy called Bobby V, called Rubber Ball.
Oh, yes, very famous. He must have been very young when he wrote that, then.
He was 19.
Right.
19, yeah.
And what about this song that you're going to sing tonight?
The song I'm going to sing tonight reached number 4 in 1966.
Right.
It's a big ballad. Probably his biggest ballad he had.
Yeah. So cast your minds back now. Tell us who you're going to be.
Well, tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Gene Pitney.
Gene Pitney, performing as a pop legend with one of his 12 top 10 hits. Tonight, singing live, Bobby Taylor is Gene Pitney.
My songs, my star shines bright. I stop and smile. I take my bow. I leave the stage and then somehow backstage I'm lonely. Backstage I cry. You've gone away, and each night I seem to die a little. Out on that stage, I play the star. I'm famous now. I've come so far, a famous fool. I let love go. I didn't know I'd miss you so. Backstage, I'm lonely. Backstage, I cry, hating myself since I let you say goodbye. Every night a different girl, every night a different girl, and yet I'm lonely all the time. When I sign my autograph, when I hold an interview, can't get you out of my mind. Come back, my love, come back to me. I need you now, so desperately. What good is fame? It's just a game. I give it all to be the same. Backstage, I wait now, hoping I'll see your smiling face, waiting there backstage for me. Your smiling face, waiting backstage for me.
Robin, it's the transformations that fascinate me. Because I want to know how much is us and how much is you. Because when you sing that song, you look exactly like him.
Oh, thank you.
And that was the coolest performance I've ever seen. You never even broke into a sweat. You just did it. Well done, it was great. Ladies and gentlemen, Bobby Taylor as Gene Pitney. Backstage, how apt, because backstage right now there are all kinds of preparations going on for the next couple of star guests. We've already had Doris, Jean and R, but in part 2 we'll have some 70s pop rock from a star guest who'll perform a hit from 1975. You could be trying to guess from now till midnight. So take yourself back to the days of glitter balls, flares and the 3-day week. We'll take a short break. I'll see you in a couple of minutes. Are you ready to be blown away by more top singing sensations? Yes, of course you are! Now, remember the chap I mentioned before the break, the 70s pop rocker who had his first hit in 1975? I bet the people who still have the odd pair of flares at the bottom of their wardrobe and know all the words to Chirpy Chirpy Cheep Cheep might have got it. But if you haven't, don't worry, because here's star guest number 4 to give us a few more hints.
I'm Bernie Lowry, and it's my job to keep all these cars in immaculate condition. I've worked here for approximately 18 months now, and my main job is car valeting. I do get a lot of job satisfaction, especially when a car comes in and it's rough, when you see it in the condition that it comes in and the finished product after it's been valeted. It was 3 years ago when I actually discovered that I could do this person who I'm going to be tonight, and it took 3 goes to getting onto Stars in Their Eyes. If I won through to the final, it would really be a dream come true. If I don't, well, I'm sure it'll be something I'll always remember.
It's proven to be third time lucky for Bernie Lowry. Bernie, you're such a big fan of the person that you're going to be tonight that you very nearly got into the group that he was in. Is that right?
Well, I made a tape of a few of their hits.
With a view to getting in the band, because they lost their...
That was the idea.
Yeah, they lost their lead singer of the band, you see. So you nearly got into the band, didn't you?
I was a bit late at passing on the tape. I think I would have been OK for an audition, certainly.
Yeah. And then they'd already got the singer by then, hadn't they?
That's right, they'd already found another singer.
So what did your mate say to you?
why don't you apply for Stars in the Rise?
You see? It's the next best thing, isn't it, really? When you get down to it. So that we can try and guess who you're going to be, give us a few clues.
The band originated in the mid-70s and they've had numerous of hits. The song I'm actually going to perform for you tonight was a top 20 hit in the UK around about 1976.
Does that mean anything to anybody? Oh, they're going, oh, yeah. Can't think of his name, but I know who you mean. Tell us who you're going to be, Bernie.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be the late Alan Barton of Spokey.
Alan Barton! With a song set in Paris, tonight singing live, Bernie Lowry is Alan Barton!
A summer evening on the Champs-Élysées, a secret rendezvous they planned for days. A sea of faces in a crowded cafe, the sound of laughter as the music played. All right. Jean-Claude was a student at the university. Louise Marie was just a word away. Here it comes, the night they met was warm with laughter. Her words were music as she turned away. I'll meet you at midnight under the moonlight. I'll meet you at midnight. Oh, but Jean-Claude Louise Marie will never be. Each cigarette would light 1,000 faces. Each hour would pass him like 1,000 years. Midnight was turned into empty spaces. The sound of laughter that disappeared. I'll meet you at midnight under the moonlight. I'll meet you at midnight. Oh, but Jean-Claude Louise Marie will never be. Summer morning in the Champs-Élysées, empty tables and street cafes. Sunlight melting through an open doorway. Jean-Claude is left to face another day. I'll meet you at midnight under the moonlight. I'll meet you at midnight. I'll meet you at midnight under the moonlight. I'll meet you at midnight. Oh, but Jean-Claude Louise Marie will never be.
Well, you've done the man proud there.
Thank you very much.
Must have been very moving for you to do that.
It was, yes.
I know. You were fabulous. Well done.
Thanks very much, Matthew.
Good voice.
Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bernie Lowry as Alan Barton. We're down to our final performance, so whatever you do, don't make your mind up about who you want to win until you've seen star guest number 5.
I'm Sarah Doggett, I'm 17, and this is where I live with the rest of my family. We live in Macclesfield, which is about 20 miles away from Manchester. I spend a lot of my time up in my bedroom practicing the violin with my sister. Emily and I have been playing the violin for about 12 years. Well, I always knew that I could sing, but I never really had the courage to try until I was about 13 when I was in My Fair Lady at school. The person I'm going to be tonight was a big star before I was even born, so I don't actually know that much about her, but since I knew I'd got on the show, I've really been following her up, and I think she's got a really nice voice. When I walk through the doors, I'm not sure how I'm going to feel, but I'm sure I'm going to love every minute of it.
She might be a classical fiddler, but tonight she'll be singing pure pop. Please welcome Sarah Doggett. Sarah, music is obviously a very, very big part of your life. Tell me about it.
I play in the Vivaldi Chamber Orchestra, which is held in Manchester. It's conducted by a Hungarian man called Mr. Botta. But really, I really want to be a famous pop singer when after this. So
really?
Hopefully something
Well,
like...
it's not far from Vivaldi to pop,
Exactly,
is it?
that's what I thought. So,
And aren't we
you know.
impressed, aren't we? Half of them have never heard of Vivaldi. Vivaldi. Right, never mind. Where is it you want to go with your music?
Well, I want to write my own songs, and well, when I was very young, I was inspired by Karen Carpenter, and it's my dream for somebody to come on this show and say, "Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Sarah Doggett." So, there you go.
I think they will. I'm
I hope
feeling
so.
it might happen. You've had to do a lot of research into the person that you're going to be tonight because you can't possibly know about her. You better give us a few clues.
Well, she was born as Sandra Goodrich.
Yes.
She comes from Essex.
Yeah.
She's had 3 #1 hits.
Yeah.
And in 1967, she won the Eurovision Song Contest.
I think we all know now who you're going to be. Tell us who it is, Sarah.
And tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Sandy Shaw.
Sandy Shaw! As the barefooted 60s sensation tonight, singing live, Sarah Doggett is Sandy Shaw!
Shadows fall, I pass a small cafe where we would dance at night. And I can't help regarding how it felt to kiss and hold you tight. Or how can I forget you when there is always something there to remind me. Always something there to remind me. I was born to love you, and I will never be free. You'll always be a part of me. Whoa, 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 if you should find you miss the sweet and tender love we used to share, just come back to the places where we used to go, and I'll be there. Or how can I forget you when there is always something there to remind me? Always something there to remind me. I was born to love you, and I will never be free when there is always something there to remind me. Always something there to remind me. Always something there to remind me.
How accurate was that? Now, those feet, do they help you singing, the bare feet?
They do.
Well, Sandy Shaw always said they did, you know. And how'd you keep your eyes open with those lashes on?
Don't know.
And how much do you hate that dress?
A lot.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sarah Doggett as Sandy Shaw. 5 great singers, 5 great songs and 5 great performances, but just one place up for a grabs in our live final at the end of the series. Before we find that special person, here's a quick reminder of all our star guest performances. First up, we had nurse Sarah Willows as Doris Day.
Yay, Sarah.
Next, it was Manchester lad Damien Grant as R. Kelly.
I believe I can touch the sky.
Then Fish Crazy Bobby Taylor as Gene Pitney.
I'm lonely, backstage I cry.
After that, we had Bernie Lowry as Alan Barton.
I'll meet you at midnight. Oh, but you're
Finally, it was violinist Sarah Doggett as Sandy Shaw.
When there is always something there to remind me.
We've all heard them sing, so all that's left for me to say is, audience, cast your votes now. While our audience vote, we'll pop backstage to see how our star guests felt it all went.
The whole experience was the most amazing experience of my entire life. It's fantastic.
I've got no words to say. It was absolutely marvellous. I enjoyed myself.
Oh, it was great, fantastic. Unbelievable. It's like winning the lottery twice.
The buzz you get when walking through them doors is absolutely brilliant.
I just saw everybody there clapping and everything, so thank you. So it was really, really good, and I just wish I could do it again.
There they sit, hearts beating as one. Will our live finalists be Doris Day, R. Kelly, Gene Pitney, Alan Barton, or Sandy Shaw? And the winner is R. Kelly. You gone tired and emotional? Hey, good man. No, that's okay. I'd like to thank your mum and Carol for sending you here, for all their encouragement as well. You okay?
Yeah.
Good, because you're going to have to sing it again, you know. You'll be all right. That's it for another 45 minutes of sensational star-powered singing action. But don't forget to join me again next week when 5 more star guests will be here to sing like they've never sung before. Damien will probably be up all night celebrating with the other star guests, but before we go, we can once again enjoy the sensational sound of Damien Grant singing live as R. Kelly. Good night.
I used to think that I could not go on, and life was nothing but an awful song. But now I know the meaning of true love. I'm leaning on the everlasting arms. If I can see it, then I can do it. If I just believe in it, there's nothing to it. I believe I can fly.
If you'd like to appear on Stars in Their Eyes, please call 0990 66 55 44. And who knows, our famous doors could open for you.
I believe I can soar.